Well, hello. We are 30 minutes early.
What's up?
Yeah, we're a little early. We're actually gonna start the real live stream at 9:30. We got a cavalcade of folks coming on to chat from Omaha. We figured Jeremy and I haven't talked in a while. And I said, let's just jump on 30 minutes early. Give a bonus episode.
A little pre-show. It's like the pre-game.
Well, we also want to see the new background and the new backdrops and all that stuff that you got rolling behind you.
Oh yeah, the Countercharge studio has been set up.
Big upgrade. It's a big upgrade. Yeah. So hello to the few people that are out there watching. Super excited about that. Let's just see.
Yeah.
Comments.
I totally forgot I had this webcam. I thought I was going to have to get another one, but this is the one that I had from like the early Rubber Band days. Of
the Rubber Band days. For those who don't remember, there's a story. We won't regale it, but basically, yeah. Hey, and look, Kyle actually gave StreamYard access to his name, so we know who he is.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. Just for those that are just jumping on at 9:30, we're gonna transition into more Masters talk. We are going to. We got some guys from Omaha that'll be joining us. And Thompson, you were missed. It was an amazing time. I'm gonna rub it in. We had 26 really fun players. We played Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It was great. We had a lot of Memphis support. Everybody kept asking, where's Thompson at? So, next year.
Yeah, I've been listening to the episode with the guys you had on before, or the Michigan guys.
The Southeast Michigan guys.
Yeah. I really want to go.
Those guys are awesome. Yeah. Those guys are awesome. Yeah.
They came down, right?
They did. 13. Well, so two of them live. So one lives across the street from my mom, right?
Yeah.
And then the other two live in Detroit. So they had to drive from Detroit to Lansing and then down. So from here to Lansing's like without traffic, without stopping, minimal, you can make it in 10 and a half hours. So it's probably a good 12-hour drive for them to go from Detroit to Lansing,
Yeah, that's not a
commitment,
small drive.
Dude.
Yeah,
it's their only event that they left the state of Michigan for. Yeah. Oh, I take that back. A couple of them went to Adepticon a couple years ago. But in general,
that 10 to 12 hours, that's about as much like in a drive, I think, is. And then after that, it becomes like I've never done one of the crazy Omaha 20, those guys drive.
Yeah. So Kyle brings up a good point, but the reality is there is a good football team in the state of Michigan. It's called Michigan State University, which is home to East Lansing, Michigan. You must be referring to, from your Ohio background, the Michigan Wolverines. So he must be referring to and I have to say that quietly because if my wife can hear me, who graduated from University of Michigan, she would be probably throw a brick at me or something.
Speaking of Wolverines, I stole it from Hank Gouge, but have you seen the leaks for the Deadpool 3?
Yes, with the yellow
costume.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, that's a great segue because we just recorded what are we calling it? Countercharge Retrocharge. Retrocharge.
Yeah.
Where we it's our first foray into really kind of like going all into the nerdum, right? And well, give us a primer on what it's about.
Oh yeah. So man, if you want to hear Rob and I, there might not be many of you, but if you do,
there's 4 or 5 probably.
Yeah, if you want to hear Rob and I for an hour and a half talk about comic books and video games and G.I. Joe figures and series of G.I. Joe and whether it's screen accurate or whatever you want to listen to Retrocharge.
Hardcore nerdum. And when that should be coming out soon.
Time.
I know you're working on it, so
yeah,
should be coming out. And actually, as you mentioned, we were just talking about before we came online. I have to do something. I don't know what I've got to get rid of some Warhammer stuff because I only have so many. There are dozens, maybe 12. But yeah, there's too much stuff. I have enough room in here. Problem is it's all filled up with stuff I'm not even using. So I've already boxed up my Black Library books. And
just to make more room.
Yeah. I mean, I have all these action figures. I mean, but I actually had to have a come to Jesus moment with my wife though. Cause she's like, dude, look, she's like, you're spending like multiple $100 a week.
Pump the brakes there, honey.
Yeah.
honey
so Yes. So I was so I'm a GI Joe guy, right? But I did dabble in. There was a clearance, and I bought an Imperial Fist by what is this? Joy Toy? Is that what that
Joy Toy?
company's called?
Yeah, Joy Toy.
Yeah.
Amazing.
They're amazing toys, but
really good.
Can never be outdone by Ultimate Cobra Commander. Right? He is he's so elegant and so sophisticated. So super pumped about that. But yeah, it's crazy time right now. San Diego Comic-Con is next week. So
which is we talked about on the show is going to be on that episode coming out. It's going to be really interesting with the writer strike and everything, with less movies and TV and just like true comics.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing for us is that Skybound Entertainment, part of Image Comics, has the license now for some of our favorite comics like G.I. Joe and Transformers. So yeah, there won't be a lot of like TV stuff there, right? Because what are they going to show other than what's already in the can, right? Like I guess there's some stuff coming out on Disney or something, but yeah, it's a crazy time.
I'm so jealous. My sister goes to Comic-Con every year.
I haven't been to Comic-Con since like 2000, early 2000s. I went 1 year. I had a friend that was working for Blizzard at the time, and we went to that, and he got us into what used to be called E3. So we went to E3 before it was like a public thing, and it was cool. But I will say, San Diego Comic-Con was like it was intimidating, and I can't even imagine what it is now. Same thing with Gen Con. When I went to Gen Con back in the early 2000s, it was like 25,000 people. Now it's
now it's massive,
70,000 people. So and they're
crazy.
in like Lucas Oil Stadium. So yeah. So well, show wise, obviously we've got this retro charge coming up, but we also have a few episodes out that are about scenarios. Number 1 and number 2. And number 3, we're going to record live at the event here in a little while. So that's super cool. And fingers crossed, we'll be able to have. Well, technically, you know what's really funny is if you like that meme, that whole like they have lasers and they never hit anybody. There's an episode of Community, which is the Dan Harmon show that used to be on, and they have an episode. I don't know how they did it. They must have got official approval. They got like it looks like a G.I. Joe cartoon, but it's with their characters as well. And they make fun of all those memes. So yeah. But to your point, the lasers. First of all, the red and blue lasers, which I never understood. Why would the good guys have red lasers and the bad guys have blue lasers? I never understood that. But also, if a plane ever gets hit, you always see the parachute coming out.
I was just going to say, you know who's living on Easy Street in G.I. Joe? It's the guy who makes the parachutes because they go through a lot of parachutes.
Well, it's funny. It's funny. It's funny. It's funny because so HasLab, which is like the Hasbro crowdfunding,
the Forge world of it's like more boutique.
So I may or may not have backed a few of these, but I already have a couple of his tanks coming this summer that I backed last year. But now, like next Monday, I pay for a 1/12 scale Dragonfly, the attack helicopter with Wild Bill, and I don't know. I have no idea where I'm going to put a 3-foot helicopter, but I mean, I have no room in here, so
nice.
So the problem, Kyle, I do like Ninja Turtles, but the reality is I was too old. I mean, I'm old, right? So like Ninja Turtles came out. So I was reading the Mirage comics in the mid '80s, but by the time the Playmate stuff came, the Playmate.
You were probably too old for that at that point.
I mean, that was like 87, 88. I'm in high school at that point. And I'm like, I'm not playing with toys at that point. I wasn't even playing with G.I. Joes at that point. Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. I still like some Ninja Turtles. Okay. I still like some Ninja Turtles. And fortunately for my daughter, or fortunately for me, my daughter is a huge Ninja Turtle fan. So I can live vicariously.
The first movie, because that was good.
She's not a huge fan of it.
That's a little darker tone.
Well, Chuckles action figure. Oh, you mean which one? I'm going to ask you, Chuck, the one from the '87 line who was released as part of the movie, or the one they just released for San Diego Comic-Con, which is a 6-inch figure. It's badass, dude. It's got like a bruised head. It's crazy, dude. For those who don't know, Chuckles is a guy that was designed to be an homage to Miami Vice. So he's got like a Hawaiian shirt. He's like an undercover guy. But in the movie in 1987, they're like, just shoot the tank. He doesn't shoot the tank. He grabs the missile off the Havoc and he runs and he throws it at the tank. So I don't know. He's an interesting character. Yeah,
I just love you, Rob. You had such a well, actually moment. You're like, well, which one are you referring to?
He's talking about the original from '87. So, but in that class, Tunnel Rat was better than Chuckles. So, no offense to Chuckles, but Tunnel Rat was the bomb. So, but yeah, so Masters this weekend. I know in a few minutes we're going to be joined by a cavalcade of folks to just talk about what we got planned. But
yeah,
I'm sad you're not going to be there.
Yeah, I know it's going to be a super bummer. But I'm looking forward to hopefully calling in and recording with you a bunch, and then I'm definitely going to be hopping on with Matt Carmack for the streaming.
Absolutely. Him and Grant Barnes got a nice setup there.
So they're inviting some people in. So I'm gonna do that probably for the whole weekend. That's the plan. So still try
100%.
to be in the loop to what's going on. But
yeah, and we'll on our Facebook page, I'm sure Jeremy will be posting all the links to everything. Because I mean, essentially, while Masters and Best of the Rest is going, there will be live streaming. And anytime games are not going on, we will be recording.
Exactly. So I'm going to be hopping back and forth. The recording with Rob in between stuff, and then on the live stream. Yeah, once I'm on, I'll definitely check out. If you haven't, they have the link to Matt Carmack's Discord page on Fanatics, and if you haven't subscribed to his YouTube too, because he does a lot of cool like video game streaming too.
Shout out to him too. He did a really nice kind of like a development blog thing.
Oh recently. Yeah, about what it's like being Chris Davis, go watch that video. That's all I got to say. If you're curious as to how decisions are made, how they put the got to wake up to make the donuts. Donuts make us go nuts. Watch that video because he really takes you through the development process.
Exactly. No, I'm excited. We're leaving tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Well, I'm going to leave the house at 6. I'm going to pick up Kyle, Poole, and Andy Patton, nice. And we're gonna head out. Probably put us there around dinner time tomorrow.
Isn't it so much fun to drive to a tournament with your bros?
I've already got
Kyle.
I haven't. So what's weird is I haven't had the portable recorder out in a long time. So I am
that's a car
super exciting to have 10 hours of topics. I'm sure Andy will talk my ear off. Well, I already know Kyle will. But I mean, Andy.
That's what I'm saying. That's like a good car ride to record. I bet you get
exactly. So I've got that ready to go. And I loaded up a lot of new sound clips on the soundboard.
Oh,
nice.
This
is what I'm saying.
Oh, I love it. Well, this is what I'm saying.
Fantastic. Rob. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Or my favorite though. I'm gonna use a swear word here. Load that bitch up. I got it on there.
So load that bitch up.
I don't know if people have heard that story. I think they have. But
so this was at Adepticon, and we were going to
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. That's right. And when we got to Taco Bell, sorry, there's like crazy noise. Here, take the story. Hold on. There's someone banging on my window.
Oh, no worries. Yeah. So we were going home. We were going back to the hotel from the venue at Adepticon, and we stopped to get some Taco Bell. We were in the drive-thru. I think the gentleman asked, "What do you want on those tacos?" And Trent responded,
Trent
Sorsby.
Trent Sorsby. So we're in the thing, and I may or may not have enjoyed some flowers of the earth. So we're on our way to Taco Bell, and I'm just like, he's like, Jeremy, what do you want? And I was like, I want the taco meal, but I want extra cheese. And he's like, okay. And I was like, you have to make sure you tell them about the extra cheese because they'll forget. So, so he's like, Trent's like, okay, so can we get those 3 tacos with extra cheese? And he's like, what? And Trent's like, yeah, load that bitch up.
Yeah, just like that too. Very ominous.
Very and they just started laughing, but I must say they were loaded up. So, thank you.
Absolutely.
Mission accomplished.
By the way, we got some new graphics on the live stream. What do you guys think? We went with the blue color. Figured it's time to mix it up a little bit. So let us know if you like the look. I'm one of those people that get bored of the same thing, so I got to mix it up from time to time.
You know what I did get? Speaking of the 80s, I got them all out. I don't know if you ever watched. We've talked about this before.
Are those
the show?
So those are like Robotech novels?
This is like the novelization of the series, but it's like its own continuity. Like it's really good, and they made like 20 of them, and I had them all in a box. So I was like, I'm gonna display these. And then the weird thing about books, I went on eBay just out of curiosity, and some of these are worth like $100 because there's like weird sci-fi paperbacks.
Right.
But I did do that.
It's interesting because like I said, I've been having to pull books down and put them away in storage. And one of my prized possessions is my collection of Dungeons and Dragons Choose Your Own Adventure books from the early 80s.
Oh yeah, dude.
I got one, and Riff is fundamental. Riff reading is fundamental. You would go into like the public library, the school library, and they would give you a book. So, and I got number 4, which is it's got a green cover, and I forget the name of the book, but and then once I got that, I was hooked. I was like, oh, I got to get the rest of these. So, yeah, he's still got to paint like 90 rats.
Well,
how do you guys rate? I like Stargate. I like Stargate. It's more hard. It's more hard sci-fi for me.
Like, what iteration?
Well, I think he's just talking the movie, right? He's not talking
nerd.
Yeah, he's not talking Stargate Atlantis, right?
Yeah, Roland Emmerich. The cool that scene was one of the scene where he's in the beginning of that movie doing the hieroglyphic translation as a kid.
Yeah.
Growing up, that was like one of the things that made me go into ancient history. Is I love that scene so much when he's like doing the translation on the chalkboard.
Yeah,
SG-1 is really good. I liked pretty much all the Stargate TV shows.
Yeah. I liked it. I like more of the campy stuff. Well, I mean, like more of the. I don't know. I'm trying to give a good example. I kind of put it in there with Dune, right? Dune's another one that's a little bit more.
Because the show has some funny stuff in it. It's definitely more campy than the movie was.
Yeah, the show is awesome. I like the show a lot too. What was the last one before they finally went off the air?
Universe.
I like that show.
Universe.
I like that a lot.
I like that too.
I like that. I forget the Irish guy. I think he's Irish. The guy. I forget his name. He's in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good show. Stargate. It's funny. We talk about sci-fi. I've been watching a lot of Tubi lately. TUBI. It's an app. Oh yeah, Stargate Atlantis.
No, Atlantis was the second. They did another show.
There's SG-1, Stargate Atlantis, and then Stargate Universe, right?
Universe was recently. They tried to revamp it. It was very much like influenced by Battlestar Galactica, I would say, a little bit more darker tone.
Yeah,
but it
I like how Chuck's all hardcore SGU.
And that's what, and I liked it too. I mean, it was different, but sometimes things can be different and still be enjoyable to watch.
Yeah. So I was flipping on. First of all, if you don't know Tubi, what are you doing, right? Like it's got everything, dude. And my daughter and I have been enjoying like episodes of ALF, ALF. If you don't know what it is, you should check it out. It's a cool show from the 80s. But they also have all the G.I. Joe, all that stuff's on there. But you know what else they have on there? They have Babylon 5. And I like Star Trek, but man, Babylon 5 was just, I don't know. It was just cool. I liked it.
I heard he's trying to like remake that show.
Stackpole or whatever his name is. The writer.
Yeah. JMS, J. Michael Straczynski.
Yeah. Sorry. If I say Stackpole. Yes. That's the guy.
Had a great run on Spider-Man and Thor. His Thor was very good.
Exactly.
Rob's like, okay.
Well, I'm just thinking too, like he's got a lot of weird titles, man. Like I think he did some 80s cartoons, like for Deke Animation and stuff, just crazy stuff. But yeah, Chuck, for sure. Fun fact, they actually made a Starfleet battle style miniature game.
Yes.
For Babylon 5 back in the day. And I had the big ship. Was it the Narn? No, the Narn? I can't remember. It's been so long.
Mm-hmm.
They were like,
what did it look like?
It was like it was like red, but it had like a camouflage looking pattern.
Oh yeah, that was a Narn. The Centauri had like the thing like this on.
Right. No, I had. Okay, so it was Narn. See, I do remember that. In fact, I probably still have it in my closet. Mm-hmm. So, well, all right. We've got our first guest. We're actually not going to officially start until 8:30. That's when all the fun people started. But I figured, they'll show up at their leisure. Hey-o!
Yeah, hey-o!
Let's transition over and let's bring on the first member of this cavalcade of fun. We'll bring on Mr. Adam Ballard. Hey, Adam, what's up, buddy?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Wonderful. We just got started early. We're talking about some other stuff. We figured we'll just you guys will show up at 9:30, and we'll still be here.
The real party will begin.
The real party will begin.
Don't worry, I was watching, and I like the blue, Rob. I like it a lot.
Good. I think it's something different. We wanted to make it stand out. So, are you done? I mean, are you like everything's ready to go now at this point?
I mean, I'd like to say yes, but we'll see.
You got 2 days, right?
Friday.
Yeah, I mean, you still have a few days to get last minute stuff.
Tournament stuff is set. The thing that's I'm worried about right now is all the shuttles coordinating pickups and drop-offs and everything right that. But we're slowly but surely getting everything filled. So
that's good. And we should remind everybody that's coming into town via plane. Adam and company are running a shuttle service back and forth to the airport, to the venue, and to the hotels and stuff to try to help some of those would-be stranded people out. So make sure you check your email. We all got an email from Adam not too long ago. Maybe
I didn't get an email.
Well, because you weren't coming. You're a nobody now.
That's
you don't show up.
You fly in, I'll pick you up.
That's right.
Adam, you just want to send him an email just so he's okay, just so he feels better.
Yeah. Let me check. What's the airport again?
It's Epley Airfield.
Epley.
EPP.
So while you're looking that up, let's also introduce Grant Barnes, who's joining us, who will be helping Matt with the live stream this weekend. And I'm sure he didn't say this yet, but I'm sure he's painted at least 2 armies for local players in the last 3 weeks.
I've been painting all-terrain for the last month and a half. Me and Russ Barnes, actually. We did 34 tables.
Holy moly.
Yeah. There are workhorses that painted everything that you'll see this weekend at Masters. So.
Pretty much, dude. I think we nailed all of it. I'm doing 8 more hills, and then I am done.
Awesome, man.
Absolutely.
On the home stretch.
Right, exactly.
And Kyle, I do agree. Firefly is an awesome show. I will do that.
I also do want to throw out there, Rob. I know you said have people start messaging. We're kind of past the deadline for the shuttle request. You can ask, and if there's room and a time that you're arriving, then I'll try to.
Well, I'm sure Kings of War players are very efficient, and they read the email that you sent them and responded in a timely manner.
Absolutely, they did.
Yeah, absolutely.
There'll be no one there who's like, "What? You sent a what?" You're no.
Only Jeremy, but he's not coming, so he doesn't count.
Yeah.
I'm excited though. We'll be leaving in the morning. It'll be a heck of a fun time this weekend, I think.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, so it should be good. But yeah, I mean, before we dive into everything, hopefully we get a couple others of our locals. It's our weekly game night, so if you guys are still on their way home or just getting home from the game store, so.
Well, they weren't getting enough gaming in this weekend, so they had to get, that last little bit. Or maybe it's more about Adam didn't want him to embarrass them. So he's like, hey, look, man, let's get some games in. Let me show you how to play. So you don't go up and embarrass the club.
There's a lot of dudes testing lists still, making sure that everything works and nothing's broken. And, I mean, can't change it now, but they're still trying to make it perfection.
Absolutely. Hey, I haven't played my list since Adepticon. I don't care. I'm going to show up, and everybody tells me salamanders are just pushing forward, right? So, all right, I'm just going to push the tyrants forward. Yeah.
If you got tyrants, that's all you need to do.
That's all you need to do.
That's all you need to do.
That's a damn fine plan.
100%. Fearless will see you through.
Yeah. Not everyone hides behind dwarves, so. Where's Travis?
Trav isn't going to make it on tonight, unfortunately. He has 4 children, and when one of them acts out, he's required. So
gotcha. That is true. That is another car I wouldn't mind having a record. Tom and Dustin in the struggle shack on wheels. I don't know. They had a name for it. I forget what it was called. It wasn't the battle bus. It was something else that they had named it.
Frank Fazet.
But that's what we imagined. That's what we imagined that bus, right? Dustin Howard, shirtless, driving a wagon with Frank Frazetta artwork airbrushed on the side.
Actually, it's probably a picture of like a U.S. master, like
Uh-huh.
holding up a trophy or something with a shirtless,
It's just
like
dust.
Sure.
a Ralph Bashkin.
Uh-huh.
Shirtless wizard holding a wand with just stars
Exactly.
and stuff
Jack
all
Adams
over the
is
side.
fine.
Yeah.
Dustin's driving
I mean,
his hair blowing in the wind. Tom's
yeah,
got
it's
glasses on. Is doing all the little like, okay, you got to charge on turn 3, Dustin. Here's the strategy.
It should absolutely be Dustin's profile picture that he always submits, where he's just on the horse with the sword,
Do it.
golden locks. Just yeah.
They should live stream that conversation on the way down here, that whole car ride.
That would be amazing. That'd be so amazing.
Jeez,
Man, yeah. So, well, that's good. Sounds like you guys got a well underway in terms of all the terrain being painted. So that's good. You guys are, I'm sure there's going to be a million things you forgot. I remember.
Well,
I'm just thinking about this. Like we ran the Masters back in, what year was that? 2017, maybe
16.
16. Okay, long time ago. And I remember like we did it. We jumped on the grenade, and then like when you get close to the event, you're like, oh crap, we got this to do. We got this to do. We have this to do. And we had a lot of mercs that year. So I think you guys were mercs, right? Yeah.
I mean, kind of.
Well, you play for your own
playing
region, right?
for our own region,
Yeah.
but we there. I don't know if there was actually a qualification or just a volunteer.
No, James Valdez was like, I know you. You're in. You're in.
The funny thing was,
you, Travis, and JP. I remember.
Yeah. Yeah, the funny thing was that like we had been playing for like a couple months, and then he found out we were playing, and he's like, "Hey, I remember you guys from Fantasy. You want to come play at Kings of War Master?" It's like,
that's awesome.
Sure.
Here you go. Have the keys.
So here's a question to the TO.
No, actually, that's something that we didn't really publicly.
What was the
make,
final number?
but-
Best of?
We got 48 for Best of the Rest right now.
Nice.
But yeah, if you got a challenge, call it out there. I'll make a quick note, and we'll, just
Remember,
make sure
you
your
can only
opponent
challenge
says
up,
I
though.
accept.
You can only challenge up. You can't challenge down. It's not how this works.
That's right. That's right. And no, Jeremy's not there, so you can't challenge Jeremy. So
Yeah, sorry, Kyle.
That wasn't Kyle.
I don't know who that was.
Yeah, he didn't. This person didn't give access to StreamYard, so we don't know. He's a
No, I'm
mystery
just saying
user.
we were supposed to play at your Memphis tournament that I could.
Oh yeah, the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's two in a row you backed out on. Come on, man.
I know. I'm just an a-hole. Big time.
Got to do a video.
Look what you guys have me doing.
If
I don't
that's
think you can
not
even see that.
if that's not Randy Davis, I'm going to be disappointed. So
Oh, you're looking at flights. Oh my gosh.
San Francisco to Omaha.
Well, I do have a double bed, so I mean,
Only
I have two
4:30.
queens, so we do
That's-
have room for you.
That's yeah. So type 1 in the chat if you want to buy me you want me to buy a plane ticket to Omaha during a live stream.
where
Can I type one in the chat?
I'm
Does
getting into
that
chat
work?
real quick. Where's the chat?
Of course, it's Federer that doesn't know how to give StreamYard access to Facebook. Of course, it's Federer. Who else would it be? But since the Basileans,
We still need to have the Grant challenge.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, that'd be good. Grant on Grant.
It's been a thing for a while. Basileans, what are you talking? What those guys?
Actually, I don't know. Do you even know? Is Grant Federer bringing Basilean again, or is he? I don't even know. That's my just guess.
I know he had talked to me about a list. He was confirming with me that he submitted a list to be eligible for Masters, just in case there was a Merc situation needed. And then he wanted to confirm that he could change his list if he wasn't playing in Masters and just take a different Best of the Rest list. And I'm pretty sure it was a Basilean option, but I don't think it's the Texas grant option of all Elohi. So,
Interesting.
but I haven't really looked at the best of the rest lists. I am gonna.
Well, I don't
take
think many people even
over.
turned them in, right? I didn't turn mine in until like last week. I mean, the reality is, I mean,
we
you're
have a
not
good
playing as a
number of
ringer.
them.
If you're not going to move over to the mat, as a merc, it's like doesn't.
Yeah,
really
we
matter.
had a good number of people that had turned lists in. My hope was to get all the lists in by tomorrow, and then we can make the first round matchups public at that point. But we got to wait till the lists are in before we can do that. So
how do you feel about 48? I mean, I think that's a pretty strong number. Is that around what you were hoping to get?
Oh yeah, I think it's a good number. We had quite a few drops here at the very end because we were above 50 for quite a long time, and then we had 2 or 3 last minute additions, but another like 8 drops on top of that. So, with the drops, and then obviously there's a lot of players that could have been at the event that aren't. We definitely could have hit, an 80 plus best of the rest event, but about a 50 is a great number. So very happy with that.
You said, especially with this year where there's a lot going on and there's a lot of people, who regularly would be there who aren't going to be there this year. So that's, I think, a pretty strong number.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, I'm just looking it over. There's only about 6 lists that are missing for best of the rest right now. So fingers crossed we get those lists in tonight or tomorrow, and then come Friday, people will have some information.
Have you looked
on
at them?
who they're
Have
playing.
you looked at the lists at all?
I haven't. Outside of the ones that were submitted in eligibility for Masters, I haven't dove into any of the lists. So.
Yeah, I was just curious if anything jumped out at you that was surprising at all, looking at them.
Nope, nothing that I have. So, but I think Russ is.
Looks like he's got some technical difficulties. He needs a microphone before he can add to the stream. So, but you know what? I'm sure he knows somebody that can help him.
Yeah, he's got a
son. Thing about StreamYard though, you hit the button that says settings, it walks you through it. So it'll try.
Should we remind people where they can watch Masters?
Yeah, let's do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to Matt Carmack's YouTube channel. So as you can see, they're scheduled Masters live stream day 1 and day 2. They're all ready. Also, it's like there's some back ones from last. If you want to go back and watch his other videos, they're all reference stored up there. So make sure you go subscribe, bookmark this website.
And that's where all of there was only one this year, but the matchup cast for Masters happened on Saturday this past weekend. So despite the technical difficulties they started with, it turned out to be pretty good, quite entertaining. And if you want to just see how smashed Kyle Poole got, just fast forward to about hour 4.
I actually got to go watch the end. I watched a big chunk of it, but I didn't finish it, so I got to go watch that then.
Yeah, you got to see him stumble across the finish line.
That's funny.
I'll be trying to post reminders too of the links to that, and we're also going to be doing a link to a Discord channel too. If people that aren't there just want to like pop in and talk to us while we're watching the games, we're going to have that option as well.
Oh yeah, I'm going to be there, baby. I got nothing to do. I'm at home, so
yeah,
I'm psyched. I'm looking forward to it.
They need the help too. Like, I mean, that's a long time to just be sitting there talking.
Yeah, you guys want to go take a break?
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Give me the steering wheel to the boat. I'll drive it for a little bit, and then
yeah.
I gotta live vicariously through all of you fine gentlemen.
Right, well, that's what I'm doing, Jeremy. So I don't feel bad, man.
The water's warm, right?
Right.
Well, we've obviously just been joined by Mr. Tim Lonis, one
Hey,
of the
Rob.
many Omahaians.
Hey, what's
What do
up,
you got? What do
Tim?
they call you guys from Omaha? You
We're
guys have
the
a name?
Outlanders. Outlanders.
Outlanders.
Yep. Godfather Russ, or the All-Father Russ, is still having technical difficulties, but yeah, he started our group, and Grant, you probably have the more accurate information. When did he start the Outlanders here in Omaha?
Oh God, that was. So I'm like, all right. Well, we started playing Space Marine Epic when I was 11, so that would have been 31 years ago. Yeah, so probably at least 25 years ago, at least. And it was all due to the cavalry regiment for the Empire way back in the Warhammer days.
Yeah, the Outriders, is that what that was called?
Yeah, but Outriders was taken then. It was something, so it just got switched to Outlanders, which was also the Necromunda box set. There's a lot of ways you could probably interpret it, and I'm probably going to get it wrong.
We need to get Russ in here and tell us the story.
Yeah, we do.
So I know, Adam, you guys have really tried, and you've politicked, you've shaken a lot of hands, kissed a lot of babies to get a Masters up there. How does it feel like to be on the eve? Are you excited to showcase like what you guys can do? Are you nervous? Are you just so exhausted you're not even like present in the moment?
Yeah, I mean, definitely excited. I think I'll just feel better once it's all done. But I know that we've put in the effort ahead of time here, so that way we can, just as long as we stick to the plan and what we've got already kind of scheduled to go down, it should work out great. So. But yeah, I'm kind of ready for the the Monday after feeling of, yep, we did it, mission accomplished, boys. So
yeah, but then on the other hand, there's it's over so fast. I want another one.
I don't think that's what I'm going to be saying, Tim.
You might think that now, but when you're wore out on Sunday, you're like, oh God, that was a lot of work.
Adam will be like, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Right.
You guys don't have to go home, but I'm going home.
Yeah, without you, people.
Adam knows I'm a glutton for punishment.
That's true. It's so true.
So
I was just excited, but like after I saw like the prizes for all the people, because they sent it all in a group chat of all the pictures of the prizes that are coming down, and like now I'm jazzed because I want to see people like win that stuff. And I don't know if I'm allowed to say it or what it is or not. I don't know if Adam made it public or what.
That's something that I haven't really been sharing a whole lot of, is the stuff we got coming our way. And a big shout out to Jeremy and Countercharge crew and as well. They've supplied a good amount of high quality stuff when it comes to the Countercharge awards, as well as Firefight, which is something we definitely want to talk about tonight. The Firefight event that's happening on Friday.
Good timing with the announcement today with all the new tanks coming to the game.
Yeah, definitely. So
Yeah, very cool.
They had me when I saw those tanks. I was like, oh, whew, going to be a great day.
Wiping some sweat off the brow there.
Exactly. I was like, I don't know. I was like, I'm just thinking I'm gonna have to start painting some tanks.
Yeah, I'm bummed to miss Masters, but I'm especially upset and not at all guilty for not being there for a tournament I was trying to help set up. But yeah, the Friday night firefight, Tyler and the gang got it planned. There's plenty of room, both in the demo and the tournament event size. It's going to be a small, intimate crowd, but it's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to pizza. It's all free. If you haven't signed up and you're going to be at Masters on Friday night, go check it out. There's going to be pizza provided. lots of cool swag. There's going to be prizes. Playing the event, like you said, we have armies. We're playing the demo. Train's going to be there. It's going to be really cool. If you want to just go check it out, it's really we're just trying to build awareness for Firefight because we all love it. It's a great game. I know Tim and Adam played with me in Adepticon when we did Firefight. So if you're Firefight curious at all, go check out the big guns. And
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of great guys there that you can learn from if you haven't played at all. There's going to be several demo tables available, but if you know the rules well enough, I would strongly encourage just playing the 3 games for the tournament because, like Jeremy said, it's free. You're just going to have casual guys playing. It's definitely. There's really nothing on the line at this point, but we do have prize support awards.
There's free swag, free pizza, and the models are there, painted and supplied.
Yeah. And then if you have your own painted models, I believe there's a player's choice style painting competition as well, Jeremy. Is that right?
Yeah. So everyone who takes part in the demo or the main the tournament will be able to vote for what best army they like that someone brought. And we got a whole bunch of swag. We have some cool swag. We have some fun swag that Tyler will be wearing. And if I don't see pictures of him wearing it, I will hunt him down. But
oh God, I'll get you pictures.
Yeah. People are going to be in the mood for hot, sexy dance party of the far future. So
make him strike a pose, man. We'll get that.
Tyler will.
We're gonna get the Firefight rave going.
All your Firefight 2077 needs brought to you by Dreadpath Zone.
Nice.
I was putting my light off and on, but I can't do it. Yeah. And just again, I apologize for not being ever there to party and have fun with you guys. So. But super psyched for, and we're gonna have an episode of that soon, Rob. We are gonna be with the Triad, Tyler and Kyle, and we're gonna have some Firefight RC guys on to talk about all the new book and new updates coming out soon. So,
absolutely,
nice.
Sounds like fun. Hey, we got Russ on. He's figured it out. We're ready to roll now.
Well, thank you. It took me a little bit, but hey. Even an old guy can figure it out.
Oh my gosh, and we got Billy too. Fantastic. That's
told you they were gaming.
Exactly.
How's everybody doing?
Fantastic.
And Rob, I just went ahead and posted the signups for the Firefight thing in the chat as well. So
yep, I see it.
Everybody here, it's only on the Facebook side. I don't have access to the YouTube side. So if you guys are interested, though, you can just send me a quick DM and I'll send it over to you as well.
Yeah, definitely go sign. And if you don't know how to play, that's okay. That's the whole point of the night, is to get people into the game, teach them, provide you with free pizza. You must roll a D8 to get a slice of pizza. Okay, fellas. I don't want to eat any sneaky countercharging people coming over there to eat pizza who are not playing in the event. So if you want free pizza, play.
No moochers, right?
No moochers,
No moochers. And I have eyes. They call Tom the Spy Master. I have eyes everywhere.
You're the puppet master.
I will know who's eating that pizza.
You're gonna be on the hotel security cameras, just peering in on people. hey, that guy over there, you get rid of him right now.
Yeah.
You're done.
Whoever gets that 3 a.m. wake up call and it's Jeremy on the other line, like, time to get up.
You're gonna learn today.
Jeremy's gonna ask me to get room numbers for certain people. So.
I'm gonna send up management. Sir, we have a report of a stolen slice in this room, sir.
Was it a whole pizza? No, it was just one, but it doesn't matter.
I see you're rolling D6s in here. This is a D8 party, sir. Sorry, you have the wrong room, sir. Move along.
Yes, Grant, the Federer. He's signing up apparently. All right.
Nice, do it.
Yeah, and that link is for demos as well as the tournament sign up. So there's 3 different slots for the demo times. So if you're wanting to make sure you get in at a specific time, go fill that out, and we'll make sure it's reserved for you. If you're feeling lucky, you can just show up day of, and if we have space, we'll definitely get you in there. But I would highly recommend filling the dock out if you guys want to get a demo in.
Is that still in your club rotation? Are you guys playing Firefight at all?
Yeah, we have been. Lonus, Tim's the man with all the armies. Travis, Billy, and I have all just used Tim's armies because Tim's crazy like that.
I mean, if I could ever not paint a new army for Kings of War, I could actually work on a different army. But
yeah,
what are you painting tonight, Billy? I thought you were done.
My last Deptor Eternal.
Yeah, I thought you were done. What happened,
Yeah,
bud?
I inventoried my army, which is a good thing I did that because I was missing a model.
You're playing a rush.
It's Wednesday. If you're done painting on a Wednesday, you've done it. You're like
Right?
You're on a gravy train with biscuit wheels, my friend. That is that means no paints in the hotel room.
And I've done that with you so many times.
Yeah,
Very true.
There's a lot of tournaments where Grant and I are up playing Apex, and all right, we got to hold off for 3 games. We got to paint this model. We got to get this done.
Did you get it finished? No. Okay, well, we'll play 2 more and then go back. How come your army's not painted, guys? What?
So I think we got everybody that's going to be on here from the Outlanders here. So first off, thanks for having us and doing this, Rob.
Yeah, no problem. It's great. I love it.
Then, yeah, I think what I wanted to cover was just a generic kind of schedule, like a high-end overview of the schedule for the weekend so that people know what to expect and what's going to be happening at what times and what days. So in general, we have quite a few people that are making the trip in tomorrow, and that'll be here by at the very least dinner time. So Thursday, the hotel check-in starts at 3:00. That's where I expect most people to be anytime before that, just hanging out. And then I think that what's likely going to happen is we're going to find a restaurant nearby the hotel to go have some food, probably one of the bar grill options, so that we can just hang out there for most of the rest of the night. Because the hospitality room isn't open or isn't available to us until 8 a.m. on Friday morning. So it's going to be much more casual, laid back, maybe some smaller groups and whatnot. But I think the majority of us will be hanging out at one of the bar grills. So if you're getting in tomorrow, just ping me or somebody else in town, and we'll tell you where the party's at. And then Friday is our setup day. So the hospitality room is open and available to us at 8 a.m. So I expect everybody to be drinking by 8:05 because Billy and Travis bought quite a bit of alcohol and they need a lot of help. So, because how much stuff did you buy, Billy?
I think so far we've got like 5 cases of beer and like 12 bottles of liquor.
About 500 worth.
You sound about 12 bottles short.
Just the beginnings, because I know when I talked to Mark Cox, he said the Texas guys, he's like, it'll be like bringing sand to a beach party. So it sounds like everybody's going to be bringing their stuff and putting it out for public consumption as well. So
It was actually funny while we were there going to buy everything. We were trying the Call Mark Cox because Travis and I don't drink beer, so we're like, I don't know what to buy beer wise.
Lucky
Just-
bucket.
just not Bud Light, right?
No,
That's
no.
what I hear.
It's a lager.
So anyway, the hospitality room opens at 8, and we'll get that set up pretty quickly in the morning. And then the school is available to us at 9 o'clock, which I know Russ, Tim, and Grant are all going to be there setting everything up. So don't expect anybody else to really be at the school until maybe closer to noon, because firefight starts at 2 o'clock on Friday. So yeah, I think as far as any outsiders coming in Friday, you're probably going to be hanging out at the hotel, that hospitality room, for mornings through lunchtime, and then afternoon and evening, if you're interested in the firefight, you make your way over to the school, or if you just want to drop off your armies and whatnot, it'll be school will be open by 9 a.m. So, and we do close down the school probably about 9:30, 10 o'clock, and it'll be locked up nice and tight. Nobody's in, nobody's out until the next morning. So, so you can leave all of your armies and stuff there. So. And then obviously Saturday and Sunday we got our main event, and the after games both days the hospitality room's going to be open. So right now, schedule wise, hospitality room's open 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. We're hoping that the staff at the hotel's cool and going to let us stay a little later, but if not, anybody that's wanting to stay up later than that and party, there's several bars with just across the street. So that is the plan for both days, and hopefully we get to celebrate with whoever the master is on Sunday night. And then Monday, I just got a bunch of people that need dropped off at the airport. Otherwise, yeah. Anything else you guys can think of? Russ, Grant, Tim, Billy?
I think you covered it, man.
Yeah,
Cool.
I think you covered it.
Did you survive your Masters night, Adam? Did they get you?
Adam
Toasty?
doesn't
Oh.
drink.
Yeah, I survived.
Okay.
Because so my dumbass just didn't eat all day because
Purposely.
well, yeah. And then so after the last game, I was just like, guys, I'm hungry. I need food. Like, let's go get something to eat. And we went out to a nice seafood restaurant, and
Cool.
then just ended up kind of more of a laid back evening, which is great for me. So
Yeah, I know, because I know that's one of the Texas guys' favorite thing to do is to get the master, whoever won, and just get them just
yeah.
wrecked.
Well, Texas,
Lucky
you hear
for
that?
me,
You hear that?
Mark
Texas?
Cox wasn't there.
Yeah.
Adam never got his tribute, and he's not playing this year, so you can get him as drunk as you want.
Who's my pick to win Masters? I don't want to jinx anybody live. I mean, I got my pick. I'm keeping that one close, and yeah, we'll see if I'm right. So
You should write it down on a piece of paper and lock it in a box, and then you can open it at the end and be like, "Oh, I was right. See."
see, no, now whoever wins, I'll be like, yeah, see, I told you so. Obviously, I knew.
I knew it all along.
Yeah. I sent the results over to Tim. He's already got it programmed, so no matter what happens, my pick won. So. Oh no, is that Grant Federer doing some challenge? Dude, Tim's not even playing.
It's going to be an interesting game then.
Pretty one-sided. Well, then I guess he automatically wins, right?
No, Tim runs the software.
Oh, even better. That's funny.
I do like the use of ChatGPT though.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
Paige, no, I'm thinking more of the knighting of the new master from the old master. That's probably more accurate of what's going to happen because our award for this year's master is an engraved sword. So that has 2023 U.S. Masters engraved into it. So
It's super dope. It's really cool.
yeah, we got a lot of other like daggers and different stuff as well that are engraved for some of the other awards for both Masters and Best of the Rest. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about the awards we were able to get for the event. So.
I will say that the 3 streaming tables that we're going to be having are going to be in the high school's theater drama room, and I feel like that's a very symbolic setting.
Very apropos, as they say.
Yes. Oh, it's going to be great.
Yeah.
I
just need a bunch of violins and stuff going on.
You just start the stereo system in there with some dramatic music as Game 6 is concluding.
That's right, like some Helm's Deep or something. Just
That's right. There you go. Hell yeah.
Does every player on the streaming table need an entrance song?
Yeah. Now up to bat, number 2 from the mountain region.
Yeah, I was just thinking you'd have someone with like a silver tray holding the clock, right? So you didn't have to bend over.
Right, there you go.
They would you would just be like clock, and then like some clock girl would come over, or boy, whatever you want, it's all good. Would just come over and look at the
white gloves and everything. Just
get a hot dog and be like, "I have some mustard." It's just, sir, this is Grey Poupon in here. We don't have regular mustard. Okay, this is the streaming area.
That's right.
have a bouncer outside the door. Like, you're not on my list.
Yeah, sorry, you're not on the list. You can't come in here. Kyle, I don't see any Kyle on here. You're done.
We only have a Clay. Clay?
Sile. Some Seeley.
Kyle?
Seeley.
I got maybe it is Kyle.
Where's Seeley at? Jake Quillen. So what do you guys I like this question. I asked it when we were doing the list review. Not so much lists, but I know you got to answer this question when we had the Scrying Gems. I know we talked about this before, Adam. What is the narrative that you're excited to follow this weekend? Let's go for you first, Tim, because is there something that you're excited to watch over Masters weekend? A list, a matchup, anything? What are you excited for this weekend?
Personally, I'm just excited for the software to work. No, this will be the first Masters I've got to attend in any way, shape, or form. So I'm just excited for the whole experience.
And I think that was one of your narrative, or when we, Adam, right, is that what you were excited to see was just all the new players.
Yeah. To reiterate my narrative that I'm really looking forward to is kind of that new versus the veteran. So see who can really kind of, take on, if the newbies come in and take on the veterans and really give them the challenge, or if the veterans are going to show them, hey, experience rules here. So
yeah, awesome.
That's...
What about you? Sorry, go ahead. No, go for it.
I was gonna say, like, that's one thing that I'm excited for personally, and I'm in the prime seat to be there for it as well. Is just everybody kind of looks at lists of like the winners who have won tournaments that like get posted on the random web pages around, and so you always see names, and then you see the list of the stuff that they've been working on, and just being able to like watch those people in person, like play the game and actually put faces to the names, because there's a lot of people that you read the names of and you just have no idea like who they are or anything like that. So it's gonna be really cool to like sit down and watch like certain people play the game that I know and people that I don't know, and watching people I don't know play the game and learning who they are, that's gonna be rad.
Totally. And it's always fun when you play someone from a different area, and that's one of the great things about Masters is you're going to be exposed to all the metas because there's people coming from all over the country.
Yeah.
And you're going to see things at Masters, especially your first couple Masters, where you see someone do something and you're like, "Whoa, what? You could I get it now." You know what I mean? So it is a really great experience to get exposed to that.
Yeah, the different regions are all different cans of worms, man.
What about you other guys? What are you excited for?
Well, for me, this is probably the second Masters I've been to. The first one was in New York.
Yep.
And to me, it's a big social. I'm going to be playing in Best of the Rest. And just to see people I haven't seen in before COVID.
Yeah.
And so just, rubbing elbows, seeing you guys. I don't think I've met you either face to face, and just connecting with people again. And so to me, that's what I'm looking for, playing, pushing my army across the board, watching it die slowly, agonizing death,
Yeah.
So, but I mean, to me, that's the whole fun of this whole game to me. It's a social, it's camaraderie, and just having a good time.
Awesome.
And this is going to be the largest U.S. event in history as well. So,
what did they have at Best of the Rest in New York?
I think they had high 20s, maybe low 30s.
Okay, I thought it was in the low 40s for some reason. Still less than what you guys have.
Maybe it was 30s.
I think it was high. It was
because
somewhere around there.
I don't remember if they broke 100, or if they did, it was just over.
Yeah.
I will also put a plug in for the Barnes boys putting the terrain together. So at least it, and then Mr. Lonis printing off the terrain for the Masters. So we're hoping that we get some good looks at that, and hope people like it.
Yeah, those printers were going overtime, man. I'm surprised your house didn't catch on fire.
I got enough of them.
That's true.
And then what about you, Billy?
I mean, a lot of us Omaha guys, we all joke about that this is any more a family reunion. Kind of piggybacking on what Russ was saying. We've been playing games with you guys for some of you guys a couple of years, some of you guys 10, 11, 12 years. So it's just fun getting to see everybody, especially from other regions that we don't get to play a lot with. Getting to see them and spend 3-4 days BSing and drinking and hanging out.
That is one of the special things about Masters. I mean, you get it at some of the bigger events like Adepticon or Lone Wolf or something like that. You get that feeling of seeing the people you don't see every event, right? But Masters is even more so that usually because you see everyone, because it is people. Well, before we let you go, let's go ahead and remind again everyone how they can follow all the fun at Masters. So remember, go ahead and join if you haven't already. Grant and Matt are going to be manning the ship for all the stream coverage. So that's Methuselah Zero. That's Matt Carmack's YouTube page. Go follow that. I'm going to try to be there too. Rob is going to be. We're going to be having our recording set up, so we'll have a lot of content coming for you guys.
Nice.
From that weekend. So So if you're at Masters and you see Rob recording, go up and say hello. We always love to get people on who've never been on the show before, especially at Masters because it's everyone from everywhere. So just go up, find Rob. He'll grab you and record something into the Wii into the wee hours of the morn. Until he falls asleep on air, which has happened before. So, as you can see, he is no longer with us right now because he is waking up very early in the morning to drive. So he's like, "But Jeremy, you got to finish this for me, bro. I'm dreaming of GI Joe figures mint on card. I gotta go to bed."
So in other words, he's got the A-team finishing up.
Well, you gotta call him the cleanup hitter, right? No, I'm just kidding. So
That's right. Yeah, sorry to keep you up so late, Rob. But
well, I know. I mean,
appreciate
he needs his beauty rest. He's driving all day tomorrow with Kyle et al. in the car, so he needs his rest.
Yeah.
So do I need to light a candle for him driving with Kyle in the car?
Yeah, it might be not a bad idea just to say a prayer. Please, baby Jesus, protect Mr. Fernando. both from his wife seeing how much he pays for GI Joe figures and his road travel to Omaha for Masters. Jeez Louise.
That's funny.
But I'm so excited for you guys. I know you guys have really wanted to have a Masters there for a long time. You have a great team. You know, if you haven't been to Bug Eater, talk to people who go to Bug Eater, and they just rave about it. So I'm excited. Like I said, I'm so bummed. I'm gonna miss it, but I know everyone who's going is gonna have a good time. Remember, Friday night firefight, track down. You will be able to ask. You know, Tyler won't have you want to know about firefight? Ask me questions t-shirt like at the Apple store or whatever, but he will be wearing, like I said, costumes that will prove to you that he is your sci-fi guy. So find Tyler. Thank you again to Tim providing a bunch of stuff to help us run the firefight tournament. Thank you so much, Tim. I really appreciate that. I know everyone in the community is going to. So make sure if you want to check out Firefight Friday. Thanks, Adam, for giving us the lowdown for the weekend. Follow the Countercharge Facebook page. Watch this YouTube space for live streaming. Get in the Discord. Like I said, it's a long day for those two fine fellows to do all day. So I think they wouldn't mind someone stepping in to help a little bit. So
most welcome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I don't want to keep you guys too late. Any final thoughts here before we dodge out?
We're just excited to host everybody, so let us
know.
know.
Very excited.
Yep. Sounds like they need to get into a firefight demo too.
Oh, do it.
Jeremy, thanks for having us on to let us gush about it.
I'm excited. I want everyone who's going has decided to go, but I'm just saying I'm so excited. You guys are going to have a great time. I know you're going to do a fantastic job hosting. I know your facility is going to be crazy. The pizza is going to be amazing. Just remember, you got to roll the 8-sided dice to get the pizza, and I will know. So,
yeah, and those are behind our RoboCop, aka Tyler Schultz. So
yes, look for a stylish RoboCop, and then. You will, and we got cool prizes too for all that firefight stuff. It's going to be some cool swag. I will say the countercharging swag. If you've been to some events where I'm at, I always try to bring a high-end countercharger award. I'm not going to be there, but it's Masters. So there are some devices that you could win that will help guide you out of the middle tables to a brighter horizon. So that is my riddle to you on what the countercharge, the theme of the countercharge award, and it's the statistically hardest award to win, right? That's what they say.
That's right.
I've won it twice.
Russ knows how to navigate to countercharge.
I knew you were a gentleman and a scholar, Russ. I just knew it. And now knowing that you've won countercharger awards, it's all making sense now.
You just have to drink a lot of Sumbaka.
So I've got to say, after all you've talked it up, I'm most excited to see Tyler now.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
I can't wait. I mean, I'm always excited to see Tyler, but now it's to a whole new level.
Who is it? Who is it?
He better not let down. I'll put it that way.
Well, right. I may be having to add. I may have blown it up too much, and I may have to be sending more.
Jeremy's gonna overnight me a costume now. And he's like, "This is for Tyler."
You think I'm joking, but that I'm gonna be on whatever Amazon tonight, looking at what else I want to strap on that young lad.
It's gonna be a RoboCop helmet.
Now remember, this is in a high school, so it's got to be within
Yeah,
reason.
no strap-ons.
Yeah, no, it's got to
Yeah.
be PG.
No.
I know where I get it. So I'll make it like not
PG.
anything crazy. Yeah, not any.
PG-13 is acceptable.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Less
Good.
excited now.
Okay. Well, I'll try to hit that PG-13 like the
Hard. Hit hard.
I'll smack it a little bit, but we won't go too far. Well, we have the safe word, right? So it's like
That's right.
lemon. I was like, okay, I've gone too far, so I go back. This is why Rob doesn't leave me in charge of anything ever. So
It got weird.
You're doing good. You're doing
somehow we will start talking about safe words if you leave Jeremy in charge.
I know they call us the mountain region, but this is definitely the Midwest goodbye right here. So
Yeah,
Right.
I've been trying to wrap it up for a while, but
I know.
just
Geez, Louise.
keep it going.
Fine,
Well,
I'll end this with a cheers. One of many.
I mean, when the mood strikes, as in when in Rome is
Billy.
what they say. Oh my God. Okay, let's go to bed. Anyway, everyone have a great time. Let's post pictures. I want to make me feel like I'm there, and just have a fantastic time, everyone going to Masters.
Well, I guess we got a photographer coming through, a couple guys with cameras, so there should be plenty of pictures to
Awesome.
showcase the event.
Well, thank fellas, and remember, always keep counter charging.